So what's going on? How do we make sense of all of this? You are, of course, seeing a sea of red across global screens. Let me go across to Peter Cardillo, who's joining us live right here on India Tonight. Peter, thanks so much for joining us. Was it a case of last week the markets perhaps being more certain than ever that, yes, it's just a matter of time before the stimulus package comes through? You were seeing some positive commentary. Productive talks is what the Donald Trump administration has been saying. But now you've got commentary coming in that from the Treasury Secretary that never have they been further apart with Nancy Pelosi. That, with the mini lockdown, UK, Paris, is that why the markets are jittery?
Absolutely, but you know what? I think that's all political rhetoric, because I think that there's really a chance that we probably will get stimulants, very soon. I'm not too sure whether or not we'll get them before the elections, but I'm hopeful that that might be the case. Nevertheless, we will get stimulants. As you know, the big problem that's facing not only here the United States markets, but the global markets as well, is the fact that we're seeing cases spike all over Europe, Southern Europe. We're seeing them spiking up here. Obviously, in Asia, in India, is still a big problem. So the coronavirus is not going away, and the chances of a vaccine keep slipping away. And so that just simply means that we're going to need more stimulants here in the States, and stimulants in Europe as well, and in other parts of the world that are being affected by the increase in the virus cases. So the markets are very much on edge. We're in the midst of the earnings season now, just beginning, and so far, if you look at the banking results, they have been somewhat mixed. Most of them topping top line anticipation, but some of them missing revenues. But as a whole, so far not bad. And I kind of suspect that, it's going to be a good earnings season in general, but the earnings are going to be taking a back seat because of the coronavirus problem, and unless we get stimulants, the U.S. economy, and I would imagine other economies as well, are going to stall, and we could be in for a double dip recession. So I'm hopeful that we will get stimulants rather quickly.
Hi Peter, good evening. This is Ruchi Bhatia. So far, just about 3 weeks to go for the US presidential polls. And at this point of time, Joe Biden has about an 11-point lead over Donald Trump. Is it almost certain that Joe Biden is going to be the next president of the United States? Or do you believe a lot can happen in this 3-week period?
Well, I mean, if you're going by the polls, obviously it looks as though we're going to have a change of guard at the White House. Of course, we still have 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks to go before the election, so anything could change. But certainly, the question is, what will happen if Joe Biden wins? I think we'll probably have a little bit of a sell-off, but nothing major. I think the markets are already preparing themselves for a change of guard at the White House. So, the question for the markets remains the coronavirus and stimulants. So, if Joe Biden should win the White House, I think we'll probably get stimulants even bigger than maybe what the present administration has given us. And so from that perspective, that would be, I think, quite positive for the stock market.
Okay, Peter, many thanks for that. Of course, as we speak, we're seeing the US markets down for almost the third day in a row, Dow down about 250 odd points.